Of course, Duran's theory of high dragon behavior is absurd, but... Oh. Yes? Did you need something?
My people have translated that Tevinter manuscript.
Studies on dragon hunting patterns? Migrations? Ha! Duran's theory that dragons can't see the color blue is refuted. Now, I need to determine the appropriate spots so the lures can be planted. If you've observed anything, perhaps Gurn with the claw and burn marks of a dragon attack, I would be glad to hear of it.
We'll have to speak some other time.
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not to like? I don't have a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know. But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Why are those my only options?
Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
So on the basis of my extraordinarily bad luck, you think I'm Andraste's herald?
If you know the story of Andraste, you know that bad luck is sort of her thing.
How can I help?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Worship. How may I help you?
Your lost books have been found.
I never doubted you, darling. You always get results. Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
Here is the request Harriet made.
Are there any special instructions?
No, I would have stated as much.
Yes, of course. I'll be quick.
Of course you will. You're a runner. You may depart in a moment.
Oh, good.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Always with the questions. What will people say?
I need to talk to you.
Just talk? Such a pity.
I was hoping to steal a moment alone with you.
You have but to ask. Amatus. Lead the way.
One day I'm going to read all these books. One day, when I have time.
Inquisitor?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Your worship.
I must return to Val Rayo to see that everything is in order. Please join me when you can.
Be careful, Inquisitor. Dragon blood can change you in ways you will not expect.
How do you know that?
Dragon hunters were once revered in Navarra, and the Pentaghasts were the most famous. Many of my family became reavers, harnessing the power of dragon's blood against their quarry. But each one went terribly insane in the end. Eventually it was forbidden.
They all went mad.
It was their own doing, I understand. Greed drove them to use more and more. The blood deformed them, caused growth, scales, things of that nature. They became enraged by little things. In time, that rage swallowed them. They committed murders, killed entire families, unspeakable things. Tales from hundreds of years ago, of course, likely exaggerated, but perhaps not entirely.
I don't like the sound of that.
If anyone is a match for dragon's blood, it is you. I only suggest caution.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must root out the Red Templars. They form the bulk of Corypheus's forces.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
I hope it helps. Inquisitor.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
seen bigger castles fall, but not better. Inquisitor?
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
I have to go.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
We'll talk later.
Hey, good to... Are you using a new soap or something? Got one of those scented bath things? Because I don't want this to sound weird, but you smell really good. Almost dragony. All right, that sounded weird.
I've started training as a Reaver. Part of the process involves drinking dragon blood.
Ah, okay. That'd do it. I've heard about Reavers. Brutally efficient. Get meaner the more they hurt. Warriors after my own heart.
I've noticed that your fighting style has a lot in common with a Reaver. Are you...
No. Guess I just stumbled on a similar style. I've always been good at reading people. Part of that is knowing how to make them flinch. They can hit me, they can hurt me, but they can't beat me.
Is there any reason dragon blood smells good to you?
Nothing I know of. Always had a thing for dragons, though. Most Qunari do. Maybe there's something tying us to them, deep in the blood. Or maybe it's just the dragons are really badass.
You don't have any trouble with Reavers, then?
Not with their fighting style, anyway. I care more about the why than the what. So, why'd you start drinking the blood?
The things we're fighting these days hit hard. I needed to hit harder.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why I focus on offense most of the time myself. Every warrior gets hurt. The good warriors fight better that way. We can always patch ourselves up once the other guy's dead, right?
There was actually another matter I wanted to discuss.
What you got?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Stop, Inquisitor.
What's the current mood?
Thick with 3 of the 4 humors.
What's the word out there?
As a vigil for the dead later, I'll be closed.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
Ways of commoner men, and she knew just how to use them. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can only stay today?
Pleased to hear it.
To keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief, and she'll tempt your fate. She
Something on?
always like to say, why change the
I'll be
past
back if
when
I need
can
you.
only stay
Go on.
today? She will fight to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief, and she'll tempt your fate.
Of course.
Our heroes strode the winding road, defiant of the vile. Uncertain pause for home and cause, when met the monster's smile. A man is pinned through blood and sin, a bastard of the
Well, let me know if you find him.
Ships launch on changing winds. Dizzy sometimes, like the top of the stairs, but sometimes like dancing.
So, Cole. I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
proper mage tower. Every castle needs one.
Training here will save them.
A place to save lives. What could be more important?
It was an archdemon, they say.
It wasn't.
At your service.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Inquisitor?
Is there anything I should know?
Creating Inquisition footholds outside Skyhold has strengthened our reputation. People view us as a stabilizing force. We've received a number of recruits eager to pledge themselves to our cause.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
Told them exactly your words.
What is this madness? Where has the respect for the business of marriage gone?
To the defense of our world,
This is how the world moves. They shall hear of this in the Winter Palace.
I read Leliana's report. Her people infiltrated the League of Assassins targeting you. The contract on your life has been destroyed. You should be safe now.
And thus we outwit the House of Repose.
It's an unpleasant business, but you're safe now.
I've no doubt that the guild was staffed by vicious men and women, Inquisitor. It's simply... Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer.
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antiva, decided this exciting life was for us.
How did you go from being a wandering singer to an ambassador?
In a very sad fashion. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard threw a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
I don't see the fault. You survived, as did your patron.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
He seemed willing enough to murder you for the game.
Perhaps. I feel I'm the last to judge whether or not he would have actually used the blade. In all the commotion... Forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
Hold on to it. Don't lose sight of why you came here.
I will never forget you helped save the House of Montilyet, Inquisitor. And should you ever visit Antiva, stories of the welcome we'll give you will be told for years.
Welcome again, friend.
Help yourself to a sock from the basket, but only one! Help yourself to a sock from the basket, but only one! I liked your old nose better. Urchin, bring me a moist towelette.
Red Templars. Corypheus must have sent them here for some reason.